It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Anibal Sanchez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, it hasn't been a great year for him so far. I mean, he's had some ups and some downs. He's had some decent games, some poor games. An ERA in the fours. That tells me the story of his season has been inconsistency.
Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Hit to short, right to Iglesias. And a rather easy first out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, this has been a fun series. These two teams are evenly matched. I mean, they've had 2 games so far, and they've each won 1 game by 1 run. It's been fun to watch.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Up the middle and off his leg. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 14 homers and 36 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Giants leave 1. The Tigers coming up. No score. Johnny Cueto will be the man on the mound for the G-men. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, he has really struggled his last 3 outings. The ERA totally inflated. It's over 5. When you look at that, that's too many runs he's given up. And he's just not giving his team a chance to even get out the gate and win the game.
And striding in is the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
They're having a really nice road trip, Matt. I mean, they're 4-1 on the road trip. Take that any day, any trip, but they can really make it special with a W today.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And this is fouled at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
The 2-2 one more time. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. A quick out number 1. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Standing in, Jose Iglesias. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Nunez on the move. 2 gone.
Batting third, right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
That's a nice spot for a pitcher down there below the knees, but I think that call is a little bit low.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He'll try again. 1-2. Lined back over second, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So still 2 away, and Justin Upton will bat next.
Well, there's a 2-out single, but a 3-hitter. Now he can steal the base. There's a lot of things he can do, but most importantly, he gets that 4-hitter to the plate.
Here's Justin Upton now. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 15 long balls, and the RBI counted 35. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. Comes in with 6 hits in 20 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, if that's any sign of the type of game he's going to have, he's throwing the ball well. Right there, that's a good fastball. It's late swing, and we're in the first inning. That's a good sign. All things are looking good for him right now.
Cueto pauses. Here's the 1-2. Ball 2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind Kingsley. He comes from that old school of if you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Nick Castellanos now. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Matt, in last night's game, this is the situation right here. They didn't do a very good job driving guys in with runners in scoring position. Right here, you got a guy in scoring position. You got to capitalize and drive in. If you swung at a bad pitch last night, get a good pitch to drive right here.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Here's Buster Posey now. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Catcher number 28, Buster Posey.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Tigers.
Number 2.
I'm looking down there at second base, Ian Kinsler. You know, this guy's defense gets overlooked. I love how he turns the pivot, but he's also got great range to his left. Makes all those tough plays throwing on the run to first base. He's dynamite.
So striding in, Denard Span. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. 2 for 9. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
7, second baseman.
Here's Joe Panik. The average on the season sits right at 290 to begin the day. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. And a fastball just a bit high. Full count. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
The next 3-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. No score here as we play inning number 2. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
This is a great 8-pitch at bat. 8 pitches. He saw a lot of pitches. He fouled a couple off, but he stayed within himself, and finally, when he got a pitch he could handle, he didn't miss it. Got the base hit.
And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
One left for Sam. In Tyler Collins. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Collins is retired, and there's one away.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Giants. And I'm looking down there at Brandon Belt. You know, this guy has really solidified himself in the middle of the Giants' order. You weren't sure how he was going to hit, but one thing you did know, he was going to be able to defend. And that defense is one of the best in the league because of Brandon Belt.
Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball left side. Nunez is up with it on to first, and Jackson's retired. 2 away now.
Batting 8. Catcher.
Now to the plate, James McCann. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit down the line at first, but this is foul.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Softly hit here to the left side, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Down. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. 12 hits in 33 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 coming to Rollins. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 2-1 home to Rollins. 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And this will be fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's after it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Digging in to try it again. Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Striding in once again, Hunter Pence. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. Man, the pitcher got lucky. He hit a screaming line drive. Had he lifted it, he'd be jogging right now for 4.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Now a swing and a fly ball. Martinez sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Into the box now, Jacoby Jones. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. The 1-0 delivery. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Over toward the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 2-2. Just a bit low, ball three.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the two-hole hitter.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And here's a ball hit in the air. Panic into shallow center. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Brandon Crawford at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Crawford.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Upton going back on it to the track. He's there and records the first out.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Digging in, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Very weakly on the ground. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Denard Span. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get two, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
From the stretch. Here's a pop-up now. Castellanos is there. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Panic.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Panic. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A little bouncer. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for San Francisco. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
In there, 0-1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Hot shot on the ground is short. There is Crawford. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way to Upton. And that misses, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit the other way out toward right field. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Cueto sets his sights. Here's the 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now, or will he continue to stay away?
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And that's finally over for a strike.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there in that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. And I think he's probably swinging here, too. 3-1.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Williamson.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, as advertised, Matt, that splitter has been spot on. I mean, that is the game separator right there. He's able to use that split, looks like a fastball, and he's using it effectively.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. In now, Eduardo Nunez. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Boy, that's a great pitch right there. You're saying to yourself, why? Because you got that base runner on. That's almost like a pitch out. An outside fastball, catcher set up, ready to throw. If you get the call, great. If not, you're set up to throw him out.
Skied into straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder, number 8. Hunter
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. There goes Rollins. Pitches a called strike. The throw. And it is too late as Rollins is able to take second here. So Rollins able to get into scoring position with the stolen base. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him 3rd best on this Giant ball club. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up stolen base number 7 so far on the year. Sanchez readying the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
RBI base hit here in the 5th inning. That's the first one to bring a run home. We're seeing quite a pitcher's duel today.
Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner back safely. A 1 pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 1 and the Tigers nothing. Now batting, Tyler Collins. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Span. One away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Austin Jackson is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And that's in there. Base hit. He's around first, heading for two. And he'll reach second now with one away. And boy, this was just about as good a catch as you're ever going to see, but he just couldn't get there as the ball skips beyond him for two bases. Stepping in, James McCann, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 9th two-base hit of the year. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Jacoby Jones. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got one pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Pence has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working. I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB. Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Another full count pitch home. High in the air out to center field. Jackson giving chase. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Ready once again, Buster Posey. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ripped toward the gap in right. Posey will take the turn and head for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Blaine Hardy
comes into work out of the bullpen now. And Dan, are you surprised that the starter's day is done?
I am a little, Matt, but this is one of those moves that people will debate forever. I think he could have pitched a little bit longer, but I understand the idea of bringing a lefty in to face this upcoming left-hander as well. So we'll see how this works out.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One and two. Here it comes. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Well, two straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
One out and a runner on second base. Fly ball out toward left center field. Jackson on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game, and they won't get Span. He's in at third with 3 bases.
The batter, second baseman, Joe Panic.
Here's Joe Panic. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Boy, that fastball in right there really makes him conscious of the inside pitch and starts cheating. Now you're set up to throw something away if you elect to do that.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Ready with the 1-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. One out and a runner on third. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing, following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Mac Williamson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Mac Williamson.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. A man on third with 2 down. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 3 and the Tigers nothing. Here's the second baseman. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Again, he sends it out of play. Drilled to the left side, and this will be a base hit for Kinsler. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the sixth.
Well, Matt, that's his sixth game. He's got a base hit in. Now you got to start a streak somewhere. I start paying attention about 6 games. He's swinging the bat pretty good.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
0-1, here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Here's J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Span is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Striding in, Justin Upton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cueto pauses. Here's the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Right there, Matt. You know, they get the leadoff man on, and they haven't been able to advance him. That's why they're not scoring runs. You got to hit and run, steal. Do something to get that runner moving. Get aggressive.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again? Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the. Mark Lowe will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 21.
Jimmy Rollins will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1 home to Rollins. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Giants right now are looking for base runners. They'd love to start this inning with the leadoff walk.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Kinsler ranging into shallow right. 1 away.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming in on it is Jackson, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
The right fielder,
digging in and looking for more. Hunter
Pence.
Pence. He's 2 for 3 thus far. throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. He's set. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up stolen base number 22 on the year. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Brandon Belt. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this is fouled straight back. Fouled back. The 2-2 one more time. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Upton's under it. And that retires the side. Giants striding in once again. Nick Castellanos will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. This is hit on the ground but foul. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Castellanos was retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Standing in now, Tyler Collins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high.
1-1.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. 1 out. Nobody on. Bounce to first. Belt has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, center fielder Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Now here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, fielded by Panic. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Tigers.